Welcome to the Johnny Fongo Show. This is Johnny Fongo. Thanks for tuning in today. A little bit about my show. This show is about sharing my research in the cannabis sector, particularly publicly traded companies. We will look at everything cannabis, THC, CBD, hemp, and everything in between. Some stories featured will look at companies that are not publicly traded as of yet. I am not a financial advisor. I am just a regular guy. I'm a big fan of the plant, big fan of investing, big fan of trading, and a big fan of research. I hope you enjoy the information I share. Any stock or company I talk about is not a recommendation to buy it. It is more a recommendation to learn more about the company if it fits into your strategy. With that being said, let's get to it. Okay, we've got some news this morning. We're going to jump right in and let Claire explain this story about Byers Scientific, Iowa State University, and odor experts identify volatile chemical compound responsible for cannabis odor complaints. Well, we all know that it's got a certain odor to it. So let's see what they have to say about this. Clara, can you take this for us?
This is science at its best, Johnny. Check this out. Byers Scientific, Iowa State University, and odor experts identify volatile chemical compound responsible for cannabis odor complaints. Today 7:33 p.m. ET, PR Newswire. A research team comprised of Byers Scientific, Iowa State University, and Texas-based odor experts report isolation and identification of the volatile chemical which appears to be primarily responsible for the downwind skunky-like environmental odor complaints which have been commonly reported for commercial cannabis and industrial hemp growing operations. By employing a triangulation approach of analytical chemistry, i.e., SPME fiber, gas chromatography mass spectrometry, and GC olfactometry analysis, leaf enclosure study, and field observation, the team of researchers were able to isolate, identify, measure and ultimately conclude that the compound 3-methyl-2-butene, 1-thiol, i.e., 321 MBT, is the primary source of the traditionally objectionable odor of cannabis. The compound is also the same odorous volatile chemical which has previously been reported to carry responsibility for the skunky-like aroma and flavor defect in light-struck beer. Historically, the objectionable odor of cannabis has often been tied to terpenes, i.e., unspecified members from among the vast array of naturally occurring volatile hydrocarbons which are more commonly associated with the familiar aromas of citrus and other fruits, eucalyptus leaves and hydrocarbon solvents, etc. This reported discovery of the actual link between skunky cannabis and 321 MBT supports the more persuasive expectation of a sulfur component within the chemical profile of the cannabis plant emission. In retrospect, the relationship between skunky beer and cannabis should probably not be surprising since the skunky beer odor comes from hops which are in the same plant family, Cannabaceae, as cannabis and hemp. Perhaps more surprising, however, previous odorant prioritization efforts by the collaborative consultants have also shown MBT to represent an odor impact priority for actual skunk oil, as extracted from skunk musk gland. In these prior investigations, MBT was adjudged as second in odor impact priority, second only to E2-butene, 1-thiol. While this discovery is exciting and represents true progress in the scientific understanding of the source of the distinctive and divisive odor of cannabis, the researchers caution that this is only the first critical step in fully researching this issue. Leaf enclosure studies reveal other thiols present in the plant emissions, and more importantly, other compounds in the plant's gas phase emissions and atmospheric reactions may significantly affect the perception and measurement of 321 MBT. Efforts are currently underway to further evaluate the odor and the most appropriate manner of mitigation. Media contact, Emily Lungemelie.long@byers-scientific.com 805-3642995. About Byers Scientific. Byers Scientific is a globally recognized leader in emissions assessment and odor mitigation solutions. Leveraging cutting-edge research and technology, Byers offers best-in-class industrial-scale odor mitigation solutions, data-driven emissions analysis and scalable cloud-based technology to help companies future-proof their growth strategy. That will give you something to think about now, won't it, Johnny?
Yes, Clara, it will. That's a very interesting story. You always wonder why that always had that skunky smell. Skunky and 321 MBT. Okay, some serious science going on there to figure out why pot smells. Okay. Well, that's an interesting one. Next up, we're going to look at a story about TerraSyn looking for a CEO with consumer products background market talk. We're going to let Guy take this away.
This looks like a job posting ad for any CEOs looking for work. TerraSyn looking for CEO with consumer products background market talk. Today 6:13 p.m. Eastern Time, Dow Jones. Jason Wild, now serving as executive chairman of TerraSyn, tells Wall Street Journal a search for a new CEO for the cannabis company with assets in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and elsewhere, has started. Wild said in a statement earlier Tuesday that Jason Ackerman was stepping down from the top job at the company and executive chairman role due to differences over management style and culture. He says TerraSyn is looking for someone with a background in consumer products who can help the company build strong marijuana products brands. That's all I have on this one.
Thank you, Guy. Anybody out there looking for a job might want to check out TerraSyn. Next up, we're going to look at Air Wellness, closes acquisition of Blue Camo LLC. We're going to bring Mia in to talk about this one real quick.
Thanks, Johnny. Let's look into this deeper. Air Wellness closes acquisition of Blue Camo LLC. Today 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Globe Newswire. Air Wellness Incorporated, a CSE, AWA.A, OECQX, AWWF, Air Wellness, we, us, our, or the company, a vertically integrated cannabis multistate operator, MSO, today announced it has closed on the purchase of 100% of the membership interests of Blue Camo LLC, which operates under the name Oasis. Oasis is a vertically integrated operation in Arizona that includes 3 medical and adult use dispensaries in the greater Phoenix area, a 10,000 feet triple-stacked cultivation and processing facility in Chandler, and an 86,000 feet cultivation facility under development in Phoenix. The total purchase consideration includes initial upfront consideration of $75.4 million, made up of $9.5 million in cash, $66.5 million in stock paid in shares exchangeable into approximately 2.75 million subordinate voting shares of Air priced at the 10-day VWAP prior to announcement, and $28.5 million in seller notes, subject to working capital adjustments. An additional 2.0 million shares priced at the 10-day VWAP prior to announcement will be held in escrow and payable upon reaching certain cultivation targets at the facility under development. Additional earnout consideration through Q1 2023 may be paid in shares exchangeable into subordinate voting shares of Air, priced at the then 10-day VWAP, with the earnout value calculated based on a set discount to Air's then trading enterprise value to adjusted EBITDA multiple, and based on exceeding certain adjusted EBITDA hurdles in each year. We are thrilled to welcome the Oasis team to the Air family, and to be adding Arizona as the 5th state in our expanding footprint. Arizona has been a terrific medical market, and its recreational program is off to a great start, with the state moving quickly to make safe, tested and regulated cannabis available for adult use, said Jonathan Sandelman, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Air. We look forward to integrating with the Air team to accelerate our growth in Arizona, said Jason Vedadi, CEO of Oasis Cannabis. There is enormous opportunity for this market, especially as we complete the new cultivation facility later this year, enabling us to improve margins through increased vertical integration and wholesale market penetration. Further, with the addition of the market-leading Air brands, our customers and patients will be thrilled with the improved and expanded selection available to them. Back to you, Johnny.
Thank you, Mia. Interesting story there. It looks like Air Wellness is getting a few things in place and moving forward, making the best of their situation. Very good. All right, last story for this morning. We're going to look at Clarion Door selected to optimize cannabis insurance program. And we're going to have Aria bring this to our attention.
Here is another story about the rise of insurance companies wanting to service the industry. Clarion Door selected to optimize cannabis insurance program. March 23, 1:24 p.m. Eastern Time, Thomson Reuters ONE print. Santa Barbara, California, March 23, 2021, Globe Newswire, Clarion Door, provider of the most intelligent insurance product distribution software, is pleased to announce that the company has been selected by a major Pennsylvania-based insurer to optimize their cannabis program. With the cannabis market expected to reach $130 billion by 2024, new opportunities are emerging for providing insurance coverage to cannabis cultivators, wholesalers, processors, and distributors, but in spite of the boom, there are significant risks. The cannabis industry represents not only an emerging risk, but an emerging opportunity for insurers in growth mode. However, this specialty property and casualty (PMC) insurer needed a flexible, cost-effective solution in order to launch products to market fast and integrate seamlessly with the company's core systems. Clarion Door's great reputation in specialty markets for delivering modern technology, rapid development approach, and cost-effectiveness was cited as a significant factor in the selection. Clarion Door's API-first, cloud-native software for rating and quoting enables insurers in specialty markets to leverage cutting-edge technology to streamline underwriting processes. Many insurers offering coverage for emerging markets are still rating risks manually and need solutions that fit seamlessly into newly implemented digital strategies. With cannabis legislation pending, or at least proposed across the country, this opportunity is one that only continues to grow, said Pat McCall, Chief Sales Officer at Clarion Door. Truly, it is one of those specialty lines that is on the verge of booming, and technology should not stand in the way, but rather it should enable insurers to take advantage of growth potential. This selection further speaks to the flexibility of our software in being able to launch new programs and react to market changes, and we look forward to providing a solid ROI to this important client very quickly. With implementation times that far exceed the industry norms, Clarion Door's track record is backed by 0 failed projects and 100% referenceable clients for any line of business and in any geography. To stay up to date with Clarion Door, follow us on Twitter and LinkedIn. For more information, please contact Spiro Skias, Director of Product Marketing for Clarion Door, at spiro.skias@clariondoor.com. About Clarion Door. Clarion Door is the provider of the most intelligent insurance product distribution software for rating, quoting, and issuance with a multitude of customers live today across the United States, Australia, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom. Our breakthrough API-first, cloud-native technology enables MGAs, brokers, carriers, program administrators, and wholesalers to rate, quote, and issue for any line of business, getting them live in weeks and liberating them to focus on innovation, not implementation. To learn more, visit www.clariondoor.com or contact us at info@clariondoor.com. That wraps this story up. What are your thoughts?
Okay, I like the sound of it. Everybody needs insurance. It's always a good thing to have. And this is probably the third or fourth story I've seen about different companies getting into the cannabis space and wanting to service the industry. So we'll keep an eye on this particular out-branch of insurance companies. Clarion Door does not look like they are publicly traded. I don't see a ticker for them. Okay, we're about ready to wrap it up for the day. Let's do a rundown real quick of some headlines from yesterday. First off, Turning Point Brands appoints Louis Reformia as Chief Financial Officer. That came through at 4:30 p.m. yesterday on Business Wire. BC Craft